What's up, guys? Check it out. I have the Bose Revolve 2 Plus and the Bose Revolve 2 without the plus. You can tell this is the plus because it's a little bit bigger, and it also has this little handle, which is super convenient when you're bringing this out and about. Some of the key differences between these two speakers is that this one has a longer battery life, shorter. This one is louder. This one is softer. This one, they're both waterproof. They both charge at the back and at the bottom. So these two have an aux in and a micro USB input. See, this is the Revolve 2, and this is the Revolve Plus, Revolve 2 Plus, Revolve Plus 2. I don't know. It's confusing. And they also charge via the dock at the bottom, so you can get a little dock for them, and it charges through those 4 gold pins at the bottom, and that's how you can charge them. I don't mind charging them through the micro USB port at the back because I don't really need to charge them very often. I also note that these two have a very long battery life, and if I were to pick one for myself, I would go with this one, the larger Revolve Plus, for a number of reasons. Number one, this handle. Number two, the sound output on this one significantly trumps this one. And I'll go over a couple of reasons why. This one has more clarity, more volume, more bass, and it sounds more natural. So this one, it sounds weird to me, like it's artificial, or it's doing something, or it's like heavy DSP, and I don't really like that, and it really takes away from the audio listening experience. Indoors, this is probably fine for like some ambient background music, that's fine, but the moment you're bringing this outside, it loses a lot of the volume. We found that volume was seriously lacking, especially with a large group of people that were talking at moderate levels. This could not keep up in terms of the volume output or the clarity, because when we turned it up, we found it to be a little bit shouty. So after that, we started using this guy, and it gets loud enough indoors and outdoors. And when you use it indoors, you can really pump it up, and everybody can hear it. Bring it outside, it plays at a louder volume more comfortably. One of the interesting things that you can do with these two guys is that you can pair them up via party mode. You can set them a little bit apart, and they will play music either as mono or separate as stereo. I have done that, and it is pretty fun to do. If you have a problem pairing these two speakers together, try not to name them. Try not to give them funny names. Name them by their default names. For example, this is the Bose Revolve 2 Plus. Just keep that name, because the app is not very robust. So if you alter things like the name, it will get mixed up on what's going on, and it will crash most of the time. The other thing I noticed when pairing these two speakers together is that they can't be too far, because the antennas from here to here is sort of weak. It's not too strong. So the closer they are, the less drops they'll have, the less drops and disconnections they'll have, and they will just steadily play your music till the end. Yeah. And so if you want these, they're very interesting speakers to have. This is super compact. It's about the size of a large can of like a small can of soda. This is like your 500 mils, probably more than that, like 500 to 750 mils volume of a drink. feels just like that. I like this much more. This one I can't really recommend to anybody unless you're really constricted on size. You want something very small that you can hold in your hand. But if you can come up with a little bit of money, I would recommend this guy because it just sounds so much better. I will probably have a separate audio test for these two speakers, so stay tuned for that.